Hello and good morning. Let me start with that. First off, on my live feed here, I need to set it down because I'm still very tech challenged. Please help me, okay? This is a honest, respectful conversation I really need to start having with a bunch of people. I've been having it with a couple of people as this is starting to get attention. And it's so important. It's so huge. And I have a one in a million kind of a solution that I really need help testing it out. Okay. This is an experiment. Okay. I admit it. Life is an experiment. You go through life and you try things. You think you know what you're doing. You want to, be successful with things. And I got to set this down so I'm not moving it. And just like that, you have to be able to step back when you're in the middle having a problem. You have to really be able to step back and stop yourself from running down that road of fixing your problem and stop and think and really make sure that you're coming from this place of strength and power and focus. That will guide you better in your problem solving skills and how you're trying to solve your problem. Okay. That is like this first number one thing that I just keep getting back to is that, and I understand. I run on a fast speed. My brain goes along. I got a lot going on. I catch myself. And especially now that I'm talking about it, I'm really starting to catch myself. And so as I'm doing research to talk about these topics, because I genuinely have a solution, I'm trying to get into people's hands to test drive it. As a teacher, I need students. That's the way that one goes. And as an author, you write something and you put it in your draft and you might get it edited and you might get it published, but it's never really finished. It sits there in the back of an author's head and they keep thinking about it. Someone's saying, good morning. Hi there. Thanks for subscribing. I'm glad you found me. Thank you. They're saying I'm pretty or beautiful, even better. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That is nice. Let's put that forward with respect in the world. Okay. So thank you for that. And with that, I will respect you back. And I promise to always tell you the truth as in a fact compared to my opinion. Okay. And I'm myth busting. I'm really trying to straighten a bunch of things out. I was a high school and middle school teacher for a long time. I won awards helping the struggling students figure out what little piece they were missing because it's a formula. It's this process of thinking, critical thinking and creative thinking both have steps that you go through. And so I'm trying to stay on my path here and focus talking about problem solving because we all are having problems. And so here in my garden, I'm having a safe space. Thank you. They don't know me yet. I hope you'll join me. I'm creating a safe space where we need to have really difficult conversations. We have some really big problems in the world, and I have tapped into my gifts as my secret magic gifts, talents, passions, all that I have gone through in my life make me who I am now. I'm a huge lover of history and travel and culture. I am like the world in my soul. And so I've looked at this like a teacher. I put on my teacher hat, that perspective, that point of view as a teacher. What is this problem that we're having and how are we going to fix it? Okay. So here is my solution. This is my solution. I'm here. This is it. I've created this outdoor gardens creative zone. In the daytime, we're focusing on all the different kinds of arts because the arts and creativity speak to our passions. They speak to our issues that we're having in the world. And so, yes, politics is the problem. I'm going to start now saying it out loud. It's a political problem, and we have to talk about it. And so political art is totally on it. And I love pop art, which is why this is bridging this gap between what is technically like academics or personal growth, touchy-feely kind of stuff of, explore your inner child, which a lot of people don't like to do. I understand. A lot of people don't like to do that stuff, and on the other hand, someone is saying that they want to figure out problems, that maybe their family is breaking apart. Maybe they're having worries about their money. Maybe stuff is not looking exactly the way that it's set out to be on the news or as you're hearing stuff from other people. We have a whole lot of back and forth and going back and forth and back and forth. And I've got someone here saying that they think he's the best, which is great. I want to talk to you. I need your feedback on this because I don't understand. I just don't understand. And I'm trying to, as I learned, and this too, teachers have a habit of going back to their research and back to the experts. And so I've pulled out my Dale Carnegie books and I'm back to my Nobel Peace Institute. How do we figure this out? Because it's a problem. We're having a problem of which way are we going to go? And is this the way we're really going, or is this not the way we're really going? And it's personal. Yes, it's personal. It's big and it's important. So what is the problem? Well, as I put it in one of the other videos, I want to go through a little bit of analysis of our situation and a way to make peace. As you say, the problem, I'm going to define the problem that I want to talk about is breaking up with your family over political differences. I lost my family over your beliefs, and I was wrong when I shunned people, when I broke up and went on this whole no contact, because in my mental health, that's the way I chose to deal with it. And now I have to say I'm confident. I'm able to, as I learned, a process we have to go through in order to make peace. So it's old school rhetoric and argument. And I started last week talking about the war, the military action in Iran. And I have the video. I'll show note it here. Let me put a note to put that there. Somebody tag me. What time is it that I'm saying this? What time? 8 o'clock. Okay, 8 o'clock. When we look at the facts, I'm asking you just to consider the facts. And now, especially with this military action, specifically, the law says 60 days is the maximum, and now that's been passed. And so that statute of our laws and our agreed way that America is going to run has been ignored, has been totally blatantly laughed at, joked at by someone that you're saying is that. So I want to sit and wait. Can you tell me, can you explain it to me? Because I don't understand how you're okay with spending, and the other fact that is in the video, spending $1 billion a day, causing an economic disruption. The prices of gas is through the roof, and now Spirit Airlines is closed. And I live in Puerto Rico, which means we lost jobs here. We lost flights, we lost tourism, we lost money. Not to get emotional, I want to respect you speaking facts. And this is what I want to get to right now today. So I'm transitioning, I'm building on my idea, okay? And this is a safe space. I don't want to put you on spot. I'm not trying to get you in a got you moment. I'm trying to help you see through something that you might be ready to see. And so problem-solving tips here The theme of the day is problem solving tips. I'm keeping this light. I'm keeping this where our focus is. And it's about you, yourself. What are you doing in a problem? If you're having a problem, you yourself, what are you doing? And I made this because I'm having a problem with a friend of mine, and it's gotten really obnoxious and horrible. And I asked him specifically, okay, what do you do? Because everything he kept saying to me was what I did. You do this and you do that and you did this and you did that. And I said, okay, stop. I hear you. Okay, you're right. I could have done those things better. I'll check that. This is me being respectful, listening to him. That's, these two different views, this point of view. And I said again, okay, you're telling me what I did. I'm asking you, what did you do? And he couldn't give me an answer. And basically, the whole entire relationship is flushed down the toilet. 10 years of friendship, 10 years of trying to build a business together, 10 years of what I thought was friendship. But the ability to separate what you do, you yourself, compared to what everybody else is doing. And I think that there's a lot of this not being honest with ourselves. And I think this is going to be hurting this mental health piece. When you keep lying to yourself, you're making yourself wound up. You make yourself wound up. I can't make you wound up. I'm over here in Puerto Rico. How am I the one that's making you wound up? I don't understand. Again, please explain this to me. So I'm taking this Tuesday nights into the deep dive of politics. I'm keeping this light and bright here in the daytime. This is me being a philosopher, which is one of the 9 types of intelligences, which is what the Remix Kit book is all about. Tapping into your inner gifts and your best talents and your dreams and your imagination, because that's where the gold's at. That's the power of life. And no, it's not about a bank account. It's about you doing what you love to do, because then you wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm so excited, man. I can't wait to go do it. Case in point, here I am. I changed my whole entire life. Now I'm coming up on 4 years ago next week. And look where I'm at now. Yeah, sure. It was scary to decide to leave my high school. It was really scary to tell my principal that I wasn't coming back. And it was because he wouldn't let me teach what I wanted to teach my way, the way the students needed it, and the way that I've won awards for doing it. And he's like, no, you have to go back into the classroom. I don't need you to be existential thinking. What's that about? And I'm like, you know what? I quit. I'm done. And I had the resources, I had the plan, I had the whole entire thing mapped out. And so I show you how to do that. Huge life changes. And it can happen in a minute. That's the part that's just so powerful to me. It takes a minute to look at something from a different perspective. And my nighttime thing, I keep saying, go outside at night in the dark. Listen to the bugs, listen to the owls. You'll think about your problems in a different way. Trust me. I know these things. I am Obi-Wan smart. That's funny, right? Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for joining me here on this. Come visit me, joywestpress.com. And nighttime at betrayedbytrump.org. And the YouTube channel on that one is Betrayed by Trump Guide. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. This is a big, crazy experiment, and I need your help. I can't do it on my own. So thank you for listening. I'll see you again later. Hope you have a fantastic day bringing art into your life. Awesome. Thanks for listening. Bye. Love you. Bye.